Good afternoon. Finn and I are out today.
I can't see anything.
We have a Geocaching Adventure Lab credit, so we are going to go because it's spooky season. We thought we'd go to some haunted places around town and talk about the haunted places and make an adventure lab that takes you to all the haunted places. You know what we're talking about.
I have no idea what building you're talking about.
So our first stop here in town is the Forbes Center.
Shade, I haven't been to Shade all day.
Which may or may not. I don't know. Forbes Center. It's kind of new, right? We'll talk about it. Oh, this is the Forbes Center. Prior to being the Forbes Center, I believe it was called Shenandoah Hall. There's another building here.
You gotta be so fast.
And I think there was a funeral home here at one time prior to the Forbes Center.
Hey, this is where the pirates show thing was. Yeah, this is where the pirate show thing was about. Yeah. You know that view? Yeah.
So this is the Forbes Center, and the ghost story is, prior to the Forbes Center being built, the former president, Samuel Page Duke, which the JMU Dukes get their name, he used to smoke cigars, and security guards that used to work in the building used to smell his smoke, cigar smoke, all the time, and occasionally see him. Now, he's also been seen at the Grafton Stovall Theater, which is further down on campus. On the other side of the hallway. So, that's fun. There's also a story about a hanging that happened in the cupola up there, but everybody knows that's false. But the story still gets spread.
I am so tall. I'm not on stilts.
You're not on stilts.
But I'm shrinking. My non-stilt legs are shrinking.
So, if you're ever on campus and you're walking around Forbes, or you're walking around Grafton Stovall Theater, and you smell cigars.
I don't even know what cigars smell like.
Say hello to President Duke.
What does cigars even smell like?
Tobacco.
What's tobacco? What does tobacco smell like?
It smells like different things. Cigarettes smell different than cigars, right?
Anyway, this place is boring.
This place is boring. This place is great. This campus, Holmes. So our second haunted location is the Joshua Wilton house. And supposedly, children are not allowed to stay there, yet at nighttime, children are often heard running up and down the steps and playing in the upstairs. Ooh, spooky, spooky.
If we can share that for
So in both of these buildings, this brick one here and this white one here, there have been ghosts seen.
Look, squirrel. It's an old squirrel.
The only one I know a story about is this white one, which is the former quilt museum. So during the Civil War, this building, which was the former quilt museum, was supposedly a hospital, and they have seen the ghost of a soldier walking up and down the steps inside. Go up on the porch.
What of you?
Huh?
Are you coming?
No, I'm not coming.
Why?
Because I'm scared of that ghost. No, no, no.
I'm not going up there unless you come up here.
You go up there.
You come out too.
No, you go.
If I go up there, you come out.
No, you go. Ah, see? From home to hospital. This stately home, built in 1856, before the conflict began, over T.H. Warren and his wife, Virginia Watson Magruder, and their 3 children, Elizabeth, James, and Virginia, resided here. There's a cool picture of it. 19-year-old artillery major Joseph Latimer died in the house on August 1st, 1863, after gangrene set in following an arm amputation.
Man.
Ooh.
Okay.
So it could be Joseph Latimer that's been seen walking up and down the steps of the house. What do you think, Finn?
Okay. I'm not scared.
You're not scared?
Yeah, you're scared though. You're scary yet. You won't even go on the porch.
Here on the corner is the Hardesty Higgins house, which is the visitor center, and the Valley Turnpike Museum. It's also quite haunted, apparently. So reportedly, the former mayor of Harrisonburg still resides in this house. And he likes to flip on the lights and flip off the lights and shut the doors and all kinds of things. That's pretty cool. Hardesty Higgins house.
That's nice to tell you.
What are you talking about?
And then you say somewhere over there was haunted too, or something. Hey.
I've always thought
Vampire.
that Belle Boyd here
Vampire.
always looked like Gary Oldman in Dracula. Here's Belle Boyd. Here's Dracula.
Vampire. Where's Dracula?
Nice, right? Same. So right here, this is the public safety building. I also remember hearing lots of stories about this building. Come on. Ben, come on. Being haunted. And ghosts walking through walls. And something about ladder, like one of the cleaning ladies was working late at night, and the ladder she was using to stand on to clean was starting to fall over, and the ghost held up the ladder so she wouldn't fall. At any rate, it used to be the Kavanaugh Hotel used to stand here, and this building right here is the annex. See, it says the Kavanaugh Flats and Loft, because this used to be the annex to the hotel, and you can still see the breezeway that used to connect the annex to the rest of the hotel, which stood here. There's that square right there between the two windows, right there. That was the breezeway that connected the two buildings. Anyway, so it's probable people died in hotels all the time, right? Somebody, spirit still remaining in the public safety building that died in the hotel? I guess. Who knows? So this Smoker's Paradise at one time was a Muhlenberg Church. Of course, Muhlenberg Church has moved out to Market Street. But at one time, the Smoker's Paradise was a Muhlenberg Church. And reportedly, well, after it was a Muhlenberg Church and some other things, it was Glen's fair place. I believe this is true. And they were in that building for a while before they moved here, which is now for sale. Which reportedly, come on, Finn. When Glen's moved into this building,
that computer thing does not know anything.
they were downstairs in the basement working, and they heard people running up and down the stairs and turning on the water and turning on and off the lights. Smelled perfume. All kinds of things right there, and Glen's fair price. So apple cider is calling. Come by. Go get you some apple cider. Beautiful thing. Ooh. Why would I throw you? Why wouldn't I throw you? Throw you right out the window, sir.
But why me?
Love that sign. I just wish it was something. Ooh, mural they're painting in town. It's amazing.
Hey, let's go.
Finn. It's really good.
They're even using that place.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it, Finn. It looks.
You gotta go up those stairs. I went up those stairs so you go.
I don't like it. I've never been in there, but I don't like it. The classic car alert, Finn. Yeah, I don't like it. I get nothing but.
I'll show you that it's fine by going up those stairs.
I don't think so, maybe. Nope, don't cross the street.
You could. Dude, you were spinning around on the merry-go-round, breaking your neck.
I get the heebie-jeebies just standing in front of that building. I don't like it.
Dude, you were spinning around, breaking your necks on the merry-go-round. Why are you scared of that?
Huh?
Why are you scared of that, but you weren't scared of going on the merry-go-round, spinning as fast as you could and breaking your necks?
What?
Why weren't you scared of that?
Why wasn't I scared of what? Oh, ride on the merry-go-round?
Yeah, as fast as you could spin it with your feet going up. Why were you doing that, but you don't do that?
Because it's super fun, man.
Well,
So, I get home after Finn and I were doing the running around working on the Adventure Lab, and I realized that I hadn't come up with questions. So the idea is like you go to these spots and you have to answer a pretty simple question about the location, and I realized that I had completely forgotten about that. So now I'm out running around trying to think of questions to ask so you can complete the Adventure Lab locations. And then I also thought, I wonder how many of the ghosts that are mentioned in the Adventure Lab are buried in Woodbine Cemetery. So now I thought about riding out to Woodbine Cemetery and seeing if I could find the people that are mentioned in the Adventure Lab. So let's go. So got the answers I needed, or the questions I needed. So now I'm in Woodbine, and let's go walk around and see what we can see. Here's a pretty easy one to find. This is the mausoleum of Joshua Wilton from the Joshua Wilton House. Pretty nice. Pretty easy to find this one. This one was not too hard to find either. This, of course, is the second president of GMU, Samuel Page Duke. And of course, JMU Dukes, named after him. So that's him. right next to his wife. Here is the grave of the boy Major who died in the Warren-Sipe House, the former quilt museum. Had his arm amputated and gangrene set in, and he passed away inside the Warren-Sipe House. Here's the grave of Colonel Warren, who built had the Warren House built downtown, where the boy Major died. It's not too far away from the boy Major. The boy Major's there, and you're just short distance away is Colonel Warren. So I've never seen curtains before, and that's really interesting. This isn't one of the ones I'm looking for, but the curtains are really interesting. And then these are also interesting. I've never seen the willow and the urn this far south, so that is interesting. And there again is the willow. Of course, the tree. This is always great. The two stumps in front of it, though, I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever seen the potted plant at the base of the tree, which is really interesting. That is fantastic. And the fern and the ivy. Very nice. It's not what I'm looking for, but fascinating nonetheless, right? I think I'm about to give up. I have been all over the cemetery and I cannot find the two that I'm looking for. One of those is George Sipe, who bought the Warren House in 1874. He's the other part of that Warren-Sipe House. And Isaac Hardesty, who is also supposed to be in here somewhere. I cannot locate him. So I will surrender for today, maybe. Weaver. And you see so many familiar names. It's funny. In the road names you see a lot. But I cannot find the two that I'm looking for. So I will retreat to the car. Striking out. Oh well. Found some of them. Cannot find others. Oh well. To the car. So, could not find George Sipe's grave. I have a picture of it. Use Find a Grave a lot to find stuff. And sometimes the graves are marked on Find a Grave. There's like a link. It says view on map, and you can click on that view on map and it will take you to a bird's eye or a Google Earth image of, or use Google Maps. That's it. Not Google Earth, but Google Maps, and it will put the coordinates in and bring you right to where it is in the cemetery. Sometimes. And sometimes it's right. Sometimes it's not. In Colonel Warren's case, it was not right. It was off. But nevertheless, I found Colonel Warren. Warren was killed at the Battle of the Wilderness in '64. And then his body was brought back to Harrisonburg. I could not find George Sipe's grave. I have this picture of it that I got from Find a Grave. So I knew kind of the shape to look for, and usually that's a help. And also saw the road behind it, so that kind of like helps to narrow it down. But I still couldn't find it. I wandered and wandered and wandered and could not find it. But he's supposedly buried in Woodbine, so let's go see. We couldn't find it. Also, Isaac Hardesty. There are two men, Higgins and Hardesty. That's why the house is named Hardesty and Higgins. Higgins started construction on the house, and for whatever reason, it ended up in Isaac Hardesty's hands. I don't know the story. That's all I know is that Higgins started construction on the house, and then Hardesty finished it, and Hardesty lived in it. So it's the Hardesty Higgins house. Here's Isaac Hardesty's obituary. Could not find his grave. Wandered and wandered and wandered. There's not even a picture of it on Find a Grave. So who even knows if it's, I mean, maybe it's an unmarked grave. I thought I had found it. It's on my way out and I thought I saw it. But nope, turned out I wasn't right. It's right near one of my former professors at JMU. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, that was fun. Always love going to cemeteries and checking stuff out. I love the ghost stories. Don't know if I believe the ghost stories, but the Warren-Sipe House does creep me out, and I don't know why. I don't know. I get the heebie-jeebies every time I walk by, and Finn laughs at me. And Finn wanted to go on the porch. And I don't know if I should do that. But, because, I mean, the place is empty. The Quilt Museum moved out. They moved down to Dayton to Silver Lake. And there's nothing in there. I don't really know if we should be running up on the porch of the place. Now that it's empty. Yeah. Okay, so the Adventure Lab. This is the whole point of everything, right? So I got an Adventure Lab credit. I've already made an Adventure Lab in Harrisonburg, and it's about the free people of color prior to the Civil War. You can check that out here. All you have to do is download the Adventure Lab app and check out Harrisonburg, and here's the first one we made. It's pretty fun. Some history that I had no idea about until I went to this presentation. Yeah, it's really interesting. So that'll teach us some stuff about Harrisonburg you probably don't know. And then here is the second one, Haunted History. This is what it looks like, the Adventure Lab app. You just type in the name of wherever you are, and if there's Adventure Labs in the town, it'll show you. So basically what an Adventure Lab is, it's a series of points, right? So as you can see, this one has 5 different locations that you can go visit, and you will answer a question about the location, and then it counts as a find. Find all 5 locations, complete the Adventure Lab. Some Adventure Lab have 10 locations. I've seen some that have 8. Ours have 5. I don't know why. It's just the number we were given. So 5 locations, 5 points where you can go and learn something about the location. I did my best to write the history of the location, small summary of the location, and then a little bit about the haunting of the location. So keep things simple and interesting, and it's fun. Done some in Alabama, did some in Canada this summer. Where else did we do some? I don't know. Anywhere we go, there's always something to do. that's the greatest thing about geocaching, whether it's Adventure Labs or just regular geocaches. There's always geocaching something there. So if you think, I'm going to, I don't know, Nowhereville, Virginia, I can guarantee you there's a geocache to find, and you can go out and find it. Give you something to do when you're in Nowhereville. Got it? That's one of my favorite things. There's always something to do. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. Finn had a lot of fun. He's still saying I'm chicken for not wanting to go near the haunted house. But anyway, thanks for coming along. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that other stuff. And we'll see you on the next one. Maybe something else spooky. It is the spooky month. See ya.